Hello everyone! In this video, we are going to talk about linear inequalities, specifically writing the solution set for a linear inequality. So, recall lang natin, we have already discussed this in the previous video. When we say solution for an inequality, it is any number that can replace a variable in the inequality to make it true. Now, for an inequality, usually the solution is also in the form of an inequality because the solution for linear inequality will not be just one number. So it is more than one number. That's why it is also written in a form of inequality. Okay. For example, x is greater than 8. So for any given inequality, we would know that it would also be the solution set if in your inequality, one side contains just the variable with a numerical coefficient of 1 and the other side is just a constant number or just a constant. Okay? So for the inequality, x is greater than 8, the solution or the value that would make the statement true or the inequality true is also all the values that are greater than 8. So, ito na rin yung solution set for this inequality. Okay? Let's have another example. Let's have another example. Negative 1 is less than or equal to x. Okay? We have a compound inequality. So, we have x is greater than or equal to 0 but is less than 7. Now, this inequality or solution set for inequality can be written in three forms. It can be in set builder notation, interval notation, or by using a graph. Doon muna tayo sa set builder notation. So, for a set builder notation, we will describe all the elements, and the set is defined by stating a property or properties that describe all members of the set. Gamitin natin yung mga examples kanina doon sa mga tatlong i-discuss natin na form. Yung set builder notation, again, interval notation, and by graphing. Okay, doon muna tayo sa set builder notation. The first example that we have is x is greater than 8. If we will write it in set builder notation, i-enclose lang natin siya sa parentheses and then we write set such that x is greater than 8. Yan. This is already in set builder notation form. Okay? So, kung ano yung solution set natin, ilalagay natin siya dito sa loob ng braces and then lalagyan lang natin dito ng x such that x or x such that. Pag binasa natin to, this is the set of all x such that x is greater than 8. Okay? So, doon sa pangalawang solution set, so we have the set of all x such that x is greater than negative 1 or negative 1 is less than x. Okay, and then for the third one, so we have x is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 7. So, set builder form, set of all x such that yan lang. Kopyahin na din natin yung pinaka inequality. So, x is greater than or equal to 0 but is less than 7. So, that's how we write an equation or a solution set for inequality in set builder notation. Okay, let's continue. Doon naman tayo sa interval notation. So, in writing solution set in interval notation, we use parentheses and brackets to indicate whether end values are included or not. But ano yung ibig sabihin ng included or not? So, 'di ba, in the inequality symbol, we have greater than and greater than or equal to. Anong pinagkaiba ng dalawa? For greater than, we are only considering the values that are greater than. Pag greater than or equal, it means aside from all the values that are greater than, we are also including the value that is equal to. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng included or not included. Yan yung gagamitin natin to differentiate between the two. Parentheses ang ginagamit kapag not included, and we use brackets to denote that the value is included. Okay? So, let us have some examples, or let us use the same example na in writing solution set using interval notation. Interval notation tayo. Yung unang example, we have x is greater than 8. Yan. For x is greater than 8, syempre, these are all the values that are greater than 8. Ibig sabihin, 8 is not included. So, parentheses ang gagamitin natin. Numbers that are greater than 8, syempre, we have 8.1, 8.2, and so on. Tapos 9, 10, 11, infinite yun. Until positive infinity. Okay, so sulat natin, parentheses, and then 8, comma, and then positive infinity. Kapag infinity, parentheses ang ginagamit doon kasi hindi naman natin alam yung dulo ng infinity. Okay, we are just describing the behavior na positive infinity. So, continuous siya. Parentheses ang ginagamit pag infinity, hindi bracket. Next. Yung second na example natin kanina. So, in writing this in interval notation, ito, ang ibig sabihin ay negative 1 is less than or equal to x. Okay. Anong mas mataas? Yung x or yung negative 1? So, the values, yung value ng x, yun yung greater than negative 1. Ibig sabihin, dahil din pala itong symbol ay less than or equal to, may equal to, it means negative 1 is included. Brackets ang gagamitin natin, and then negative 1. Positive yung mas mataas sa kanya, diba? So, positive infinity. Kasi x includes all the values that are greater than 1. Greater than negative 1, sorry. Because, again, negative 1 is less than or equal to x. Okay? Let's have the third one. O, paano naman kapag compounded? Ibig sabihin, kung compounded siya, meron siyang boundary. Hindi tayo magiging hanggang infinity. O, kagaya, in this example, itong part na to, may equal to. So, it means that x is greater than or equal to 0, but is less than 7. Sa greater than or equal to, ibig sabihin included. So, brackets, and then 0. And then, 7. Sa 7, dahil ito ay walang equal sa ilalim, hindi included yung 7. So, parenthesis lang siya. And this is how we write using interval notation. Sige, let's add some more examples. X is greater than 1/2. Basta, ibig sabihin, kapag hindi natin alam yung dulo, we use infinity. Kagaya nito, x is greater than 1/2. So, we have 1/2. on one end, infinity on the other end. Pero dahil greater than, yung values ng x greater than the number indicated, then positive infinity yun. Okay? Sige, let's have some more examples. Ito, x is less than negative 4. Less than negative 4, ibig sabihin nun, mas mababa pa sa negative 4, papunta na tayo sa negative infinity. Negative infinity ang uunahin natin, and then negative 4, parenthesis pareho. By the way, if we are writing in interval notation, ang arrangement niya, kung ano yung mas mababa, yun yung nauunang isusulat. Kagaya nito, 1/2 is smaller than positive infinity, dahil hindi nga natin alam yun, pero mataas siya. So, mataas na value. We write 1/2 first. In this example, negative infinity is smaller than negative 4, so we write negative infinity first. Dito, 0 is less than 7, so we write 0 first. Kung ano yung mas mababa, yun ang una nating ilalagay. Sige, let's have another example. So, we have x is less than 5 but is greater than 2. Okay. So, dito, anong unahin natin isulat? Kung compounded inequality siya, yung dulo tsaka dulo, yun din yung nasa dulo ng ating interval notation. So, we have 2 and 5. We write 2 first because 2 is smaller than 5. Okay? So, 2 and 5 are not included, so we write it in parenthesis form and comma. Okay? So, paano naman pala kapag not equal? Yan. Paano pag not equal? Kasi this is also an inequality. So, paano natin siya isusulat? Ano bang ibig sabihin nito? It includes all values, all real numbers except 2. Which means that if we have an inequality na not equal ang symbol, simula siya sa negative infinity hanggang positive infinity excluding 2. So, we write negative infinity and then 2, parenthesis ang gagamitin kasi hindi nga siya kasali, and then union 2 until positive infinity. So, for the case lang na not equal ang symbol ng inequality, ganito natin siya isusulat. So, parenthesis and then union. Dun sa yung nakalagay dito sa side before the union ay yung number na indicated kung saan siya not equal. Okay? So, this is how we write solution set for inequality in or using interval notation. So, doon naman tayo sa last na part. How do we graph? In graphing inequality, we use number line. Inequality in one variable. Dahil one variable lang naman tayo, then we will just use the number line. If the symbol is greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, draw a bracket or a solid circle on the indicated number. Kapag may equal to sa ilalim, ibig sabihin bracket yon. Parang yung ginamit natin kanina sa interval notation, bracket. Or solid circle. So, magdodrawing tayo ng circle, tapos isi-shade natin. Kapag naman less than or greater than, walang or equal to, ibig sabihin parenthesis, kagaya sa interval notation, or kung circle ang gagamitin, open circle. Dalawa lang ang option natin sa end ng ng pagdrawing ng or in sketching the graph of a solution set of an inequality. We can either use parentheses or bracket or circle. Solid circle or open circle. Now, if the variable is greater than the indicated number, we shade to the right. If it is less than, we shade to the left. Okay, sige, let's have some examples. Paano naman tayo mag-graph ng inequality? Number line ang gagamitin natin sa pag-drawing. Okay, doon tayo sa graph. So, let's use our example a while ago. We have x is greater than 8. Okay. Drawing tayo ng number line. Siyempre, ang ating interval sa number line dapat pare-pareho yung size. Dahil 8 naman siya, greater than 8, so pwede na natin hindi ilagay yung 0, no? Basta, we can start with maybe positive 1 na lang. 1. And then, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dapat hindi rin ako sa 1 nag-start, no? Dapat mas malaki pa sa 1. So, anyway, yan, and so on. Okay. I will use a different colored pen. Now, paano natin siya ito-drawing? Ito ay hindi equal. Walang equal or equal to. Ibig sabihin, dun muna tayo sa bracket. Kung bracket ang gagamitin natin, bracket or parenthesis, parenthesis ang gagamitin natin. Dahil hindi siya or equal to. Dun sa 8, lalagyan natin ng parenthesis. Dahil ito ay greater than, ibig sabihin, ang shade natin ay going to the right. So, ang parenthesis natin, ganito yung itsura. Hindi pa baliktad. Kasi we are going to the right. Because x is greater than 8. And we will shade to the right. Kasama yung arrow. Kasi going to infinity siya. Okay? So, if we will use circle instead of 8 na nalalagay kong label, Yan. Okay. Yan. Kung circle naman ang gagamitin natin, it is either open circle or closed circle. Kung open yung circle, open siya kasi hindi naman included, diba? Lalagyan nyo lang ng circle. Hindi nyo lalagyan ng shade. And then, we shade to the right. Okay? So, pasensya na sa itsura ng aking graph. Hindi na siya diretso. Pero dapat isang line lang yan, kagaya nung nandoon sa taas. Yan, isang line lang. Okay? So, let's have another example. Yung kanina. Yung negative 1 is less than or equal to x. Papunta rin to sa positive infinity, no? Pwede naman din na hindi na masyadong maraming numbers yung nasa number line nyo. Kasi, basta may arrow siya, it means going infinity siya. Lalo na kung greater than, less than yung symbol natin. Kasi, ibig sabihin nun papuntang infinity. Okay. So, ito ay ibig sabihin, kailangan ilagay natin yung negative 1. At papunta siya sa positive because x is greater than negative 1 because negative 1 is less than x. Okay, so papuntang positive. And so on. Ibig sabihin, ang gagamitin natin ay bracket or closed circle. Kung bracket yung gagamitin natin, then draw a bracket. Tapos, shade yung part going to the right. Okay? Ito kasing, sabihin nyo, bakit less than, bakit to the right? Kasi ang less than dito ay yung number. It is the same as x is greater than or equal to negative 1. So, ibig sabihin nga, to the right yung drawing natin. Okay? So, next, yung, by the way, kung ito ay circle pala, yung gagamitin, lagay din natin yung circle. Pero, hindi nyo kailangang i-drawing lahat. Isa lang. Ay, mali pala yung label ko dito. Sorry about that. Okay. So, hindi naman kailangang pareho ilagay. Pinapakita ko lang. Kung circle, edi shaded circle. And then, going to the right. Yan. Mas madali nga lang ma-compare yung circle na yung bracket pala. Yung bracket or parentheses, mas madali nga lang ma-distinguish. Okay? Pero, you can write either, make sure lang that you write legibly to really differentiate between parentheses or bracket or open circle or closed circle. Okay, let's have the next example. Ito, compounded. Pag compounded, syempre, sa ating number line, kailangan makita lahat nung number na dinodrawing natin. Diba, in sketching a number line, diba, kung naaalala nyo yung lesson natin ng plotting of points, kung masyadong marami, pwede naman nating lagyan ng dot, dot, dot. Pero ito 0 hanggang 7 lang naman. So, kaya na natin yan isulat. 0, 1, 2. Hindi na natin siya kailangan putulin. Nagpuputol lang naman tayo kung ang difference nila ay 30, 40, or 100. Doon lang tayo magkakat. Pero kung 0 hanggang 7, kaya naman natin ilagay yon. Naglagay lang ko ng extra. Okay? So, I will just use bracket and parentheses instead of circle. Pero yun nga, kung circle ang gagamitin nyo, then circle, open and close. Kung parentheses, then parentheses and bracket. Hindi pwedeng circle yung isang side, tapos yung isang side ay bracket. Okay? So, ang magka-partner ay bracket and parentheses and then open and close circle. So, dito, etong part na to, sa 0, may equal to, ibig sabihin, included yung 0. Included. So, bracket ang gagamitin natin. Ibang color ko siya, bracket. Okay? And then, 7 is not included, parenthesis yon. And then, we shade all numbers in between. So, yan. Dun sa interval notation, parang ganun din yung ginagawa natin. Kasi 'di ba yung kung bracket and parenthesis yung ginamit nyo, edi para rin tayo nagawa ng interval notation, 'di ba? Yung hindi included, then may parenthesis siya, yung included may bracket, but instead of writing 0 and 7, yung 0 yung nilagyan natin ng bracket at yung 7 ang nilagyan natin ng parenthesis. Ang shade pala ay dapat line lang, single line lang. Okay, pasensya na sa aking drawing. Single line lang talaga dapat. Kinakapalan ko lang para ma-emphasize na yun ang dapat na shaded part. Okay, sige. I-add ko lang yung sa not equal. Paano pag not equal? Paano natin yun i-graph? Okay. So, for not equal, kasi nga we can either use sige, kahit 2. Yan. X not equal to 2. Yan yung example kanina, diba? Diba, sabi ko sa inyo, you can use parenthesis or bracket or circle, open or close circle. Parenthesis or in brackets, parenthesis means not included, okay? And bracket means included. Kaya lang, kapag not equal, mas madaling makita kung circle or mas madaling mag-drawing kapag circle ang gagamitin natin. So, kapag ang inequality natin ay not equal, we will just use circle. Okay? Diba? Paano natin ilalagay yon? Ibig sabihin lahat ng value kasali except for 2. Lalagyan lang natin ng circle yon, yung part ng 2, open circle, and then we shade everything else on the number line. So, shade tayo to the right of 2, shade tayo to the left of 2. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng not equal kasi lahat ng real numbers ay kasama, ang hindi lang talaga kasama ay yung 2. Okay? So, let's have some more examples ng pag-drawing. Tapos, pagsamahin na natin yung set builder, interval notation, at saka graph para makita nyo yung comparison talaga ng tatlo. Sige. Let's have an example. Yan. X is black. X is greater than or equal to 5. In set builder, this is the set of all x such that x is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, that is our solution set in set builder notation. In interval notation, it means brackets, bracket na ilalagay, and then 5, and then positive infinity, parenthesis. Kasi greater than 5. So, papunta siya lang positive infinity. And how do we graph? We draw a number line. Okay, and then 5, pataas siya. And so on. So, circle ang gamitin natin this time. Kung circle ang gagamitin, then close circle kasi included. And then shade. Kapag infinity, we include the arrow in the shading. Okay? So, yan yung solution set na x is greater than or equal to 5 in set builder, interval notation, and graph. Okay, let's have another example. X is less than 12. Okay? So, we have set of all x such that x is less than 12. Okay? In interval notation, ibig sabihin, 12 kasali. Ang x is less than 12. So, mas mababa. Papunta tayo sa negative infinity. Negative infinity, 12, parenthesis, dahil hindi naman siya equal to, less than lang siya. Okay, how do we graph? Okay, this time, let's use brackets and parentheses. So, dapat makikita yung 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Hindi naman kailangan complete. Basta kailangan yung number na nandito kasali sa ating number line. 12. Kung sabi ko kanina, bracket or parentheses, no? Eh di parentheses tayo kasi hindi included yung 12. So, all set x that are less than 12 papunta sa negative infinity. So, we shade to the left. Yan. Well, that is x less than 12 in set builder notation, interval notation, and graph. Okay, let's have another example. Yung compounded naman. So we have x is less than negative 1 but is greater than negative 4. Yan. How do we write it in set builder? So, set of all x such that x is Ganon din, kokopyahin lang natin to. X is less than negative 1 but is greater than negative 4. Interval notation, between negative 4 and negative 1, ang mas mababa ay negative 4. Yun ang una nating isusulat. Negative 4, negative 1. Okay, hindi yung hindi yun in order of appearance dito sa ating solution set. Kung ano yung mas mababa, yun yung una. Pareho silang hindi included, parentheses ang gagamitin natin. Then, comma in between. Yan. How do we graph? Start with negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and so on. Kung circle ang gagamitin natin, circle, parehong open yan. And then, we shade all numbers in between. Yan. Sige, lagay ko na rin yung brackets or parentheses naman. Kung yun ang ginamit, negative to negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, parentheses pareho. Yan. Actually, kung parenthesis or bracket ang ginagamit nyo, then mas maganda, mas madali yun matandaan para sa inyo. Kasi yung interval notation, kung ano yung symbol nyo sa interval notation, ganon din siya. Yun din yung ginagamit sa graph, kung bracket or parenthesis. Pero yun nga, kung sa circle, ang equivalent ng parenthesis ay open circle at ang equivalent ng bracket ay closed circle or shaded circle. Okay, so that's how we write the solution set of inequality. And that's the end of our discussion. Thank you for watching. Bye!